All right, guys, Finally Sleeps here. Today we are recording the event guide for Retro Stars. Retro Stars was released today at Reset. First impressions of the event is it's similar to stuff we've had in the past. It is a cut and paste, but it's a cut and paste from a few different events. Things that look exciting. There's a lot to grind and there's a lot to talk about. And there's a ton of stuff free to play, like an assload of stuff free to play. So stick around and we'll talk about what you can do, what to do to get it, and the best opportunities and strategies to get yourself there. All right, Retro Stars, this is what it looks like. It is a multi-tab event type thing. It's Retro Stars it's a way to refresh, bring back old players from previous events that did really well at the time, and then they get pumped back into the event. Sometimes they have different skill boost or a different position. It's new card art that goes with it, and it's all like 80s, 90s, retro, vintagey looking kind of shit. It's usually a fan favorite event every year, and the way things have been going with spring and summer and even rivalries, I'm just going to be honest, FIFA Mobile has been an absolute dumpster fire full of dog shit. Flaming dog shit in a dumpster on fire. It's been that bad, literally, for weeks. And this is the first event that has some new elements in it that are exciting. It's got stuff that we haven't seen before, even though it is pretty much cut and paste from other events. So here's how it works out. You start out here. Every day you're going to play skill games. As far as like opening coin packs to get the skill games and stuff, I mean, if you need to, but it really shouldn't be necessary to open all the coin packs to be able to get this. You start out with 21 energy. It's 7 apiece. So you're going to get to skill game 3 before you have to do anything. There's ads you can watch daily, 3 of those. So ads and your starting get you here. It's going to refresh 21, and you got 7 more hours to get the next one to pop back up. You're close to not needing to do very many coin packs over the course of the week. They're there. It's not that expensive. Just don't worry about it. Just make sure you get all your skill games and shit in, because every day when you're done, you're going to grab 100 arcade tokens, and those retro points add up. So that's the first step. You have milestones here, SBCs. Do the SBCs. There's going to be 3 weeks of the SBCs because this is a 21-day event, 3 weeks long. Then we move on to the arcade claw, which is the, I guess, mosaic from the last event from National Heroes or whatever it was. It's your random player pull type thing. It's just called the arcade claw for here. These are the points that you're going to grab. We'll talk about where you get those and how many points you get from them. There's milestones that you're going to claim that you work your way down through this path. We'll get to all the numbers in a second. Then the Gumball Machine. This is basically a rehash of fishing that we had from the summer celebration. You have the first 2 gumballs are pretty simple. It's 100 gumball tokens get you something, but the third one you can do 1 time per day. It's double the points, but you get double the rewards, and you have a higher chance of grabbing the possibility, the retro points, the 500,000 XP, or your player choice, your featured rewards that refresh every day. So every day, grab this Gumball Machine. There is no disadvantage to grabbing this. It is a better chance at good rewards. It's double the rewards. It's double the cost. Don't not grab this. Double negative. Don't not grab it. Yeah, we need to grab it. There's milestones for this as well. We'll take a look at those. All the way out, 10,000 pulls with gumballs get you Rafina. Whether or not that's accessible, we don't know. Rad City Hub. This is some strange ass shit, people. But you're going to get on the bus. Hop on the bus. The party bus. To explore Rad City. Now, here are the optional players that you can claim in the 93s. This is the same thing from spring and summer, where you have there's random spots throughout the path that give you a 93 plus player. These are your 12 93 plus players right here. You're only going to be able to grab each one once. These are the trinkets that pop up from time to time. If you claim everything, you get all of these, but it's not necessarily going to happen that you're going to end up with them all. As long as you spend 35,000 retro points, you're going to end up with Henderson or Martinez. We'll take a look at that in a second to see what's actually possible. Okay, so now here's the path. Now this is just a little different than what we had at Summer Celebration in spring, but it's the same kind of thing. You start in the middle and you either go left and up or down and whatever. The best players in here are 105s, considering they're giving out 108s, 110s, 112s throughout the rest of the events. The 105s here are kind of like an afterthought. I'm kind of unimpressed with the 105s here at your. I mean, unless you're looking for Mkhitaryan or you know Nacho Fernandez, if these are players that you're really wanting, then it makes sense. But other than that, and you're going to be able to claim arcade tokens. There's gumballs and different things involved in here, gumball tokens that you're going to use throughout the outside. So now we're going to go back. Midweek Madness. Now this is the most exciting part of the entire thing. This is what everybody's talking about. Midweek Madness is a versus or head-to-head type grindable aspect to the event. This is what's exciting. It takes place 3 days every weekend, kind of coincides with what we're doing with like weekend tournament. Think of it like that. It is a versus match or head-to-head match that you play with using the energy that is called these retro health points. You got ads you can watch and coin packs you can buy, and you get to play those. Every time you win, you get 10 points. Then you use that to claim these players. These refresh weekly. But the thing is, you're going to get to play a ton of matches. If you win, you get your energy back and 10 points. If you draw, you just get your energy back. If you lose, you get nothing and they take your energy. So you don't want to lose. But as far as how many you can run and you can play, oh my God, it's a lot. So let's just take a look at the numbers and see what's possible. Oh yeah, wait, the pass. There's also a pass. You can buy the pass, or we're just only looking at the free-to-play options here. So the free-to-play pass is part of it. Now, when you log in every day, you're going to get 100 points towards the pass. Your retro score, they just give it to you every day as long as you log in to claim all of these rewards. So all of this on the top path is 100% free to play. There's retro points in there. There's going to be a 99 rated player, some epic shards, and I think arcade tokens too. 300 arcade tokens as well. So let's take a look at the numbers and just see what we're dealing with across the board. So this is everything. We ran all this together on Twitch just to see what it is. 15 per day in ads, 15 to start, 15 per day in coin packs gives you 105 per 3-day period. For versus, it only takes 1 point. Now, this is for the Midweek Madness. This is the most important part. This is the player versus player aspect of the game. You get your energy back if you win, which means if you buy all the packs and you watch all the ads, you're going to play a bare minimum of 105 matches. 105 matches. And that's if you lose every single match. Then you're done. So, honestly, you can pretty much play as much as you want to play. It's a grindable thing. That means everything is accessible. You can grab anything that you want within that as long as you're willing to put the hours and the time in to playing. That's important. There is also a skill boost exchange in this event, as far as the Midweek Madness goes, that you can claim up to 125 times. 125 times this is claimable. Here, we'll skip it so you can see it. 125 times you can claim this 150 skill boost. That's 6,250 per week in skill boost. Plus the 108s are achievable because they take 50 wins. So 50 wins gets you De Jong, 40 more gets you Mertens, 20 more gets Lindelof, and then an additional, holy shit, how many do you have to have? 125 more wins gets you the 50 skill boost, which 125 times is 6,250 skill boost. That is a lot of damn skill boost. But again, you've got to play it. I mean, I don't know how much time that's going to take, but that's a lot of fucking time. That's a lot of time. A lot of time. All right, so now on the daily login, you get 300 gumballs and 100 retro score, 21 days. That's 6,300 gumballs that you're going to use, on the gumball thing. Plus, you get 200 daily. It's the passes. There's a lot of gumballs. I'm not figuring out the numbers on the gumballs. It's like fishing. If you remember fishing, how many times we had to do that with the lures and everything else, we're not messing with it. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be like. Now let's look at the retro points, because that's the important thing on this event. You get 1,500 per day for playing those skill games. That over 21 days is 31,500. There are 2,000 for milestones in the various, I think that's in the arcade claw, I think it is, that you're going to get 2,000 plus the arcade claw, the gumball. The other milestones add up to 2,000 retro points. 3,000 in the free pass. That is a grand total of 36,500 retro points. Now, the retro points is what we're going to use on that Rad City tour bus to go claim those players in the Rad City. Now, that 36,500 allows you to claim 105 on one side and another 105 on the same side, and then you can come back and grab as much different stuff as you want. My best advice is to go 26,650 gets you the 105s on the same side. 2,000 more get you another 400 arcade tokens going to up or down on that same side. Then go to the other side, grab another 100 arcade tokens, and then 5,000 more you go up and down and grab 400 more arcade tokens on the other side. That means the best way to handle this is 2 105s on the same side and 1,000 arcade tokens total. That's the best chance you have to claim as much as you possibly can out of this. Now, 36,500 retro stars being used means that if you come back down here, the milestone rewards here, you can choose one because you're going to at least get 35,000 points in. You're going to grab Henderson or Martinez. The 110 is free to play. Choice of 110 is free to play. Now, across the course of the event, that means you can claim all the players that pop up in the midweek each week. And there's a lot of players that pop up. The Midweek Madness player rotation, thanks to Lucian's on Discord. I'll put his links in the description of the video. But this is the breakdown. The Midweek Madness player rotation, De Jong, Mertens, and Lindelof and Neres. Those are the ones this week. Next week, we're going to have Trent Alexander-Arnold as the 106. And then week 3, you've got Ozil and Greenwood. The Midweek Madness player rotation, all of those players are free to play as long as you get enough wins in before you lose 105 matches. That means the 105s that you're getting along the path seem kind of lackluster when this is all possible free to play. Now, in addition to these Midweek Madness players, we also know the Gumball player rotation. These are the players that are going to pop up every day in the Gumball as an option for you guys to grab with your Gumballs. There's decent players in there. I think the highest one, though, is a 103. And considering everything else that you're going to get, these are kind of just, it's like, unless it's somebody that you're really wanting, I wouldn't even worry about it. And then the Arcade Claw, because those refresh weekly, this is what you've got in the Arcade Claw. 111 if you're lucky enough to grab it. The 109 may be possible. A lot of people are going to end up with that 98 to 106 range each week. Unless you hold over your stuff and try to use the Arcade Claw, what we've done in the past is kind of hold those out for another week so that you can grab more and more. It's the same thing. The Arcade Claw, after 10 players this time, after 10 pulls, the 11th is a guaranteed player. Which I think in the last event it was after 8, the 9th is a guaranteed player, so you're kind of in that range for where it's at. That's what we're looking at. that is the event in a nutshell. An absolute shit ton of free players. An absolute just dumpster load of versus or head-to-head matches. Depending upon what you are, what your OVR is, it might be more advantageous for you to go to head-to-head than it would be versus. For me, I definitely play versus. And remember, as long as you're not losing those matches, you're going to get them back. You're going to get them back. I mean, that's nuts. As long as you don't lose them, you're going to get them back. All right, someone just mentioned in the chat, like and subscribe. Thank God you didn't. I didn't forget. Thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications here at YouTube. That way you never miss when a video goes live. Check me out on social media. Follow along on Twitch. You could have been here for the recording and seen the numbers run live if you were watching on Twitch. Why are you not watching on Twitch? Seriously. Retro Stars. I was not impressed. I was not excited. Then the event was released. Now I'm a little bit excited. I'm a little bit impressed. Some good players. We got, especially for a Liverpool fan, there's some decent players coming. I'm excited about that. All right, that's it. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making videos.